Hi, my name is Jackie Alexander. I'm the resident playwright for the 2010-2011 season here at the Billie Holiday Theater.
The theater I represent is called New Federal Theater.
My name is Sade Lithcott. I am the CEO of the National Black Theater.
My name is Carl Clay, and I'm the founder and executive producer of Black Spectrum Theater.
My name is Dr. Josephine English, and I'm the executive director and founder of the Paul Robeson Theater.
My name is Vosa Rivers. I serve as the executive producer and founding member of New Heritage Theater Group.
I am Gertrude Jeanette, and I am the founder and the CEO of the Harlem Artists Development League, especially for you.
My name is Leslie Lee. I'm the executive director of the Negro Ensemble Company.
The Coalition of Theaters of Color was started by me, Ossie Davis, and Charles Barron.
This idea of a coalition, of a group of professional African American theaters coming together.
Ossie Davis, through his efforts, through his work, finally paid off.
Black history is a part of our program. We don't wait for no February. Every play we have some information about our culture, about our background, and what has happened to us.
Black Spectrum Theater has been a member of the Coalition for Theaters of Color now for approximately 10 years. And that takes us all the way back to the late 90s when we first started thinking about coming together after the Ossie Davis and Ruby Dee 50th wedding anniversary.
And we're still in the process, of declaring to the whole world who we truly are. And the theater is one of those places where we can do that. And without those voices, we have no way of talking to ourselves, of communicating to ourselves as to who we are, what we want to be, and what we appreciate about our own culture. Just as in Africa, the talking drum was that instrument that brought the group together and helped them to voice their common aspirations. In our community, theater is the talking drum.
It was having conversations with Ossie and Ruby, encouraging us to come together as a united voice to appeal to the elected officials of the city to form an organization that could articulate the collective concerns of the entire body of theaters of color.
The need for Charles Barron, being a city council person, to speak out, the need for Inez Dickens to speak out, Leroy Comrie to speak out and say, oh wow, wait a minute. You guys get less than 1/10 or 1% of the funding of culture. We're sitting here and we can make amendments, we can make changes, we can make ideas that were not known to the public through the media, the press, whatever.
Paul Robeson Theater, we're one of the original founders, and we survived on our audience. We got no grants, no city funding. We're applying now for a capital grant because we have to renovate the theater. But all the work that we did through the community, through the work of the community, and through the attendance of the community.
National Black Theater has a very broad demographic because as much as we are a theater, we're also an alternative learning center. So as an institution, we deal with not only our theater arts program, but our communications arts program. Us having a facility that we own, we deal with the youth. We have Harlem Children's Zone in our building, their after-school program.
Speaking for Marjorie, I would say it means support. It means collaboration, not being alone in this process. It's really meant everything for the theater. The funding, it's helped raise visibility for the theater, allow them to plan ahead, given funding, where we can promote a season, pay actors, provide health benefits for actors. So the coalition has really kept the theater alive.
The coalition has benefited all of us to the degree that we help one another.
We share both space, resources, information.
The new paradigm is that we're going to allow ourselves to be controversial. We're going to allow ourselves to be courageous. We're going to allow ourselves to fail, you know, in terms of production. We're going to allow ourselves to get up and dust our feet, dust ourselves off again, and to get back up again, because there's so much work to do.
I think it's vitally important for us to show examples to our young people about how we can work together as a group.
What I find so important about the Coalition of Theaters of Color, CTC, is in its name itself. It's a coalition, and it's of the theaters of color. And that coalition means we are working together. We're trying to find ways to find parity in the funding, parity in the artistic work, parity in the technicians, actors, and all those things, where we know a black actor working at my theater is not getting what he is getting working with white theaters. We want to find some way to pay black artists, whether they're technicians, actors, directors, whatever, the same as they're getting anywhere else.
I'm proud to be a member of CTC, and the future for us is bright. The future for us really means that we're putting a face to all of our collective histories, all of our collective experiences as theater organizations, as cultural institutions, and there's a need now more than ever to codify, to quantify our history. And so the future for CTC is quite bright and big, because as we grow, we are able to touch more people. We are able to share our stories with more communities.
The Coalition of Theaters of Color is
Theater for us.
Theater about us.
Theater from us.
Theater for you.